man out on the streets with my head. Got no plan, only to see you again. Don't get me wrong, sometimes I like being kicked on the ground. I'm not that strong, but then I come to my senses. Yeah, I'm coming. You can feel my power, and I feel what is real when she feels me. And I feel what is real when she feels me. And I feel don't be afraid. Don't do that man with the scar on his face. It's a charade. It's just the way you've been living. Yeah! I'm coming. You can feel my power. And I feel what is real when she feels me. And I feel what is real when she feels me. Yeah. And I feel what is real when she feels me. And I feel what is real when she feels me. Yeah. And I feel what is real when she feels me. And I feel what is real when she feels me. Yeah. And I
Hi everyone, Dan here, and I just wanted to put a little snippet about AstroWorld and what we do because I want to start getting the word out because I think it's becoming more and more of a giant community, and I want to get the word out to some other people. So what we do at AstroWorld is We hold astrophotography chats on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. and Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And we just talk astrophotography. Wednesday's more of a techie kind of advanced intermediate, and Fridays is more of a newbie kind of thing. So if you want to check us out, and if you want to, hang out with some semi-decent people that like to go off the rails a little bit and have fun while they're doing it, come check us out at astroworldweb.com, and you can check out the schedule, and you can sign up for all the free giveaways that we do. We just gave away an Eagle 4 Pro, an Optilong filter kit, Charles Brackenstein's books, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So come to astroworldweb.com, hang out with us, have a good time, and as always, remember to keep imaging, keep educating, and clear skies. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
All right. Where did my color go? Got your head in the sand. You can't be in control using a powerful hand. I wanna be ya, I wanna see ya. Don't taste the kisses of hate. Don't try to tell me, don't try to sell me, don't try to say it's too late. You're gonna push me to the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shoes. Push me to the edge, hide a little color, it's black and white and blue. Black and white and blue, yeah. All right. Yeah. Cat learns to ring a bell. Rat gets free from the maze. We can be taught to love. We've got to learn a new way. I wanna see, I wanna be. Don't taste the kisses of hate. Don't try to tell me, don't try to sell me, don't try to say it's too late. You're gonna push me to the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shoes. Push me to the edge, add a little color, it's black and white and blue. Black and white and blue. Yeah. I wanna be, I wanna see, don't taste the kisses of hate. Don't try to tell me, don't try to sell me, don't try to say it's too late. Push me to the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shoes. Push me to the edge, add a little color, it's black and white and blue. Yeah, black and white and blue. You're going black and white on the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shoes. Push me to the edge, add a little color, it's black and white and blue. Black and white and blue.
on my telescope now. Get what's wrong with this thing?
The lost Lone Ranger, can I break this spell? You want things right, I make you do things wrong. I want that fine line, I'll always take the fall. If I don't do them, I can hear from the right. I sleep all day long, and I'm breathing through the night. I've seen a lot of bankers, and I've seen a lot of cops. I've seen a lot of lawyers pull out all the stops. I've seen a lot of children with their parents in their hands. I felt a lot of women who refuse to understand. Well, I don't think I understand why we're making such a fuss. And I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand why we take this world for granted. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. You see it in the papers, you read it every day. The riots and the fires going on in South LA. The muggers and the government, they're all wanting the same thing. They take you for your money, and whatever else bring. And I don't think I understand why we're making such a fuss. And I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand why we take this world for granted. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. Take me. And I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand why we take this world for granted. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. 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 Guitar Players Planet.
Are you ready for the next solar eclipse? October, annular eclipse. Up. Don't let your glasses fall off when there's a solar eclipse. You might hurt yourself. Let's try that again. Are you ready for the next solar eclipse? Are you ready for it? October 14th this year is an annular eclipse, followed by April, another total solar eclipse, and you can get your own branded AstroWorld telescope solar glasses made by American Paper Optics today on the website, AstroWorldTelescopes.com, or give me a call, 516-273-3771, and we can get you a set of 4 of these for $9.99. come on down again, AstroWorldTelescopes.com, and keep imaging as long as you don't have a solar shade on. Keep educating in space, guys. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Seems to me that I have lost my friend. Got the sunset on the highway again. Then I get lost on a long summer day. I must go back before it's too late. You're afraid, you're feeling alone. Time and space can never afford. The holidays can ring in your fear. The ghost embrace can only mean tears. And I've got a new way to choose. I'm gonna start running back for land of blue. Oh, na 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 na.
Hey everybody, what's going on, Dave? How you doing? What are you doing? All right? What's going on?
Don't mind me, guys.
You good?
I'm all good. Don't mind me.
All right, what's going on, everybody? It's another Wednesday night here at AstroWorld TV. Welcome to everybody who's in the chat. Welcome to everybody that's new to the show. It's great to have you, and it's a wonderful time. We got some stuff we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to be talking about some new products. So QHY has come out with a new planetary camera. There's been a lot of buzz, and I guess that's why it's sold out, of the Altair Astro Tri-RGB filter. It's been going on back and forth in the chat. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. I know Eric's got some news about his venture and his website that he's going to be talking about tonight a little bit. Eric, I forgot to ask you offline. Are the image of the week good to go? Dude. Okay, Eric will get that up tomorrow morning.
I will get that up as quickly as I can. I'll work on it tonight. Apologies, everybody. I've just been so wrapped up in so many different things. And
so if anybody wants to take over the website, let me know.
My ADHD has just kicked in.
It's all good. But
no worries. We'll get it all squared away.
Hey, so we'll get that going. And what else? Congratulations to who was it? The one last week, to the people that there goes a lot of stuff. Okay, that's all right. Marcus Reed and Gideon Sanders, who were the winners of the giveaways on Friday, and we also pulled in two new guests. So we'll talk about that as we go over the new PowerPoint. So we spoke about one you know about and one you don't. But it's a new person to the business. But we'll get to that. All right. So let's talk about the spot. We also got a new Patreon member. We'll talk about that as well. So thank you to our new Patreon member. And we are going to go start rock and roll on the sponsors. So let's do the quick play, and here we go. So for those of, again, like I said previously, welcome to the show. If you're new to the show, this is what we do. We're very lighthearted. We are very have lots of fun. We tend to go off the rails sometimes. We're talking about everything from astrophotography to the best lit RPG book that we've recently read. So you never know what you're going to get. But we are working to get a little bit more structured
structure.
There is some stuff that I'm still working with as far as graphics and sequences. We got a lot of good information and suggestions from people on the Discord. So if you're not on the Discord, go check us out at AstroWorld's Q&A on Discord. The link is in the description below, as long as all of our other social media is below as well. But we do have sponsors that do give us giveaways. Prima Luce Lab and Optolong have been some of the staunchest people that we have on. And for those of you who were talking in chat on a sidebar, Moonlight, I just spoke to Ron over at Moonlight. He knows the website's down. No, he did not go out of business. They're working on it, and they'll be fine. So give them a little bit. They got a couple of bugs. They were doing some updates, and it'll be up. So no sweat there, everybody. So Optolong and Prima Luce, thank you. Followed by Masters of Pix Insight and IP for AP. We just gave away last week an IP for AP year subscription, and also a Masters of Pix Insight workshop as well. So definitely go check out them. If you haven't seen either one of them, it's mastersofpixinsight.com or ip4ap.com, and they're all awesome tools for your processing workflows, whether you're using it Pix Insight or Photoshop. It's really great tutorials in there, so go check them out. Followed by, of course, if you don't know by now, we have opened our new retail store back last April. We're getting ready for our first anniversary at NEAF. It'll be our first anniversary of the store, so it was really successful right now. It's just going to get more successful as it goes on, and I got to say thank you to the people that have supported not only the channel, which made the retail store possible, and thank you to everybody that supports us on Patreon and YouTube as well. So thank you so much. Week from tonight, we got one of the Masters of Pix Insight, Ambassador Ron Reacher is going to be coming on, joining us from Canada. He's going to be talking about some of the, we got a new Pix Insight update just recently. So some stuff has changed in the WBBP script. I don't know if you've seen it. I noticed it today. Some stuff we need to go over. So hopefully he'll be able to shed some light on that. Followed by the following Wednesday, we got Greg Crinklaw coming in from Skyhound, who creates Sky Tools, which is another great tool that you could use. Sky Tools. What a tool. Anyway, you could use that for not only a lot of people in the older days, like I remember, used to use it just to log your observations, and it was an observational planning tool. Now, over the past couple of years, he's implemented an imaging part of it where you can do the same thing as you do with a lot of the other tools out there like Nina and such, but you could use Sky Tools as well. And I've been a user of Sky Tools. I haven't used the imaging part, so I'm wondering how it's going to look. So we'll see. I did purchase it and I never used it. So be a good thing to see there. Then, of course, we got Bob Denny coming on for his part 2. He's going to be talking about ASCOM Alpaca again, which has been taking hold in a lot more areas than we thought it would be last year. And now it's a year later and it's starting to catch on. So good to start hearing what some of the updates and some of the people that have come on board with ASCOM Alpaca. And oh wow, I got 2. Okay, so there you go. He said he's coming on. We booked a date. Alan Friedman will be on March 20th. Really good timing. So you got a good 18 days before the solar eclipse or so, 19 days. So be good to have him on. These are actually images that he took from his website. So these are the images that this guy takes, and he is unbelievable. So it's going to be great to have him. And unfortunately, I did not make a slide for the next one yet. But this guy is Martin Gordner. I hope I pronounced it right. Gordnier, maybe. And he owns a company in New York. And and I'm gonna go back to the 2 up because I'm done with this. But Eric, he runs a company in New York, and what he does is he retrofits mounts with absolute encoders for a good price. And I lost your audio again, Eric. You're totally out now.
Sorry.
There you
That
go.
was-
Yeah.
No, I was saying, wow.
So just to give you an example, I mean, this is somebody that Pete called me today, and he's at the show in California, I think it is. And there's I think I got a picture of it. They literally have a part of the show that's called the China area. I guess it's something like China
The
patio.
China area.
Yeah, it's all Chinese distributors. It's called the China, and it's just this whole area. Like, I don't know. I thought he was joking, but it actually says the China area, and it's all Chinese. It's kind of weird, but
Okay.
whatever the case may be, this company is from New York. And just to give you an example on the pricing, and don't quote me on this pricing. This prices is subject to change. So until we hear from him, but what Pete was telling me, not including shipping. So the shipping is going to be just like if you did it from Deep Space Products, you're in charge of shipping both ways. They're not going to pay, for the shipping on Mountain Heads to go back and forth across the country. But Pete wanted to see if it was possible to have it done on his new Pegasus Nix that he bought just recently, and he wanted to put absolute encoders on it. I said, "Well, you could be the guinea pig on that one, because if it works for you, then I'll think about doing it." And I said, "Oh yeah, well, how much is this going to cost, Pete? Just the installation, forget about shipping." He said somewhere in the range of $500 to $600. That's exactly how I looked. And again, this may change, the pricings may change, but even if for absolute encoders, and you could go unguided on a harmonic mount for 10 or 12 minutes, I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
So he's going to be coming on in March to explain what he does and what, how it works and how much it costs and all that kind of stuff. So he's going to be coming on sometime in March. So I think that's kind of
cool. Yeah. Chris is like, I call Kaka.
Steve Hand. What music has to go, Steve? I know Steve Hand. He may not remember me, though. I hope he's not talking about the music that was on in the pregame show, because that's my band, and I take that offensive. I don't take anything offensive.
For those who don't know, what is an absolute encoder?
Well, that's something that we're going to go over, and when he comes up. So because we throw this word around, encoders. Absolute encoders, from what I remember, have zero backlash and are extremely accurate, more accurate than any worm gear, belt gear, or even, you got to remember, even though the harmonic gears are there, right? They're made for torque, right? They're made for torque. And, they have a lot of teeth in it. So it's going to be okay as far as their accuracy is concerned. But we'll have to see how accurate this is and how it works, because I'm a little skeptical, just like Chris. I mean, Chris says I call bull, but you know what? I said that too. And I spoke to the guy on the phone, and he seems like he knows what they're doing. So don't know.
Because absolute encoders, in just basically, if I can get this, it's basically, they set the mount. The mount knows always exactly where it is, like within,
microns.
It's like it always knows, regardless of any type of software issue or error or anything like that, and then you can run unguided for a long period of time. We're talking over 15 minutes or something like that, some crazy amount of time, because you're like the guiding, because of those encoders, you're like at 0.2 arc seconds.
Yep.
or better, something like that.
You're talking like, I mean, if this is true, if this is accurate, you're talking about getting the tracking of like a MiT or a Mach 1 for a couple $100. I mean, I'm skeptic. I'm
very much so, but I'm really looking forward to hearing from Pete and stuff like that. Once he gets his Pegasus back, and because of course, one thing you also have to realize is with these newer harmonic drive mounts that you've just purchased, they may have a 2-year warranty or anything like that. So if you decide to purchase, say, a Pegasus or any other type of a mount and then you decide to say, hey, I want to spend $500 and send this off, I'm pretty darn sure your warranty is going to be invalidated. It's going to
there's
stuff like that, because so just be aware of those things.
So they're not going to guarantee the warranty, I'm sure, because they are opening they're opening it up.
You're opening it up. Exactly. You're opening it up. You're doing these things. So don't expect, hey, now all of a sudden things are not working well. And
it worked until you broke it.
Yeah. Don't send it back to the manufacturer. Don't send it back to Pegasus or Ioptron or ZWO or whoever, because they're not going to help you.
Exactly.
They're gonna probably get it and they're gonna open it up and say, "What the is this in here?
What is this? What are you doing? What's going on? What's going on here?" But I mean, it's kind of like I don't know the way things
it's all
are going.
about fitting the encoders and having them shake hands with the existing software.
Yeah, well, it's got to. Well, the hardware. Yeah. So eventually, what's going to happen? What's eventually got to happen? Basically, these encoders need to watch where the gearing is and know where the gearing is every step of the way. And we'll see. I mean, if it works, great. And I can't wait to see, because Pete said he's going to do it. And I told the guy, if it works, they are 2.5 hours from my house. I said, if it works, I will drive mine up there. And I will pick it up when it's done. And you know what? We'll see what happens. But
see what happens. Yeah. Definitely. Just see how it all goes, man.
Yeah. So let's see what Pete said. He's going to do it, he said. I said, all right. I hope you don't have a $3,300 paperweight.
Yeah, no kidding.
But it's in Troy, New York, which is pretty much in the center of New York. Upstate for me, but so it's in Troy. So we didn't go over our new member. We got to do our new member here. Let's see if I get you up here. So we do have members, and these are on YouTube and on our Patreon. We do have a new member coming up. It'll say new member in the guests. So thank you for everybody. Charity, Tom, Mike, our Black Hole members. There's our Red Giant member, and there he is, Ed Dietz, right there. Another new member. So thank you to Ed. All you people that are out there, thank you for supporting us. You all really, that you help us get our Neve table. We'll be at Neve for our second year. And that's, you know, to be honest with you, I mean, this channel pays for it, and that really helps. So
So we really appreciate. So we appreciate the continued support from everybody, and we would really appreciate, you know, if you could take time out. We have, it looks like, last I saw, about 35 people were logged into YouTube, for example. Do us a favor to, and I'll keep, you know, saying this. We only ask for simply a thumbs up, you know, or to like the show, or, you know, things like that. You know, if you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, just we would really appreciate, you know, the continued support through just sharing the show, as well as giving us a thumbs up, letting others know that we are out here in cyberspace, sharing, sharing our knowledge and information about this lifestyle and this hobby that we all enjoy, and that we all appreciate. And so, yeah, please continue, give us a thumbs up. So if you haven't yet, you know, I want to see, you know, everybody giving us, you know, giving the show a thumbs up now, or if you leave, you know, before you leave, or, you know, even on the replay. If you're not watching us live, but you're on the replay, but you're watching us on the replay, do us a favor, give it a thumbs up. It's all it takes is just a simple, just click of the mouse, nothing more, nothing less. And, you know, we would truly appreciate that support.
Okay, so it looks like Tarek had a question, and Tarek, tell me if this is wrong, but you were asking about what Herschel wedge to buy. Is that what you said? I'm looking to buy a wedge. Is it because they were talking about solar? Were you talking about the Herschel wedge, or are you just talking about a wedge for your telescope? Just give me some stuff that you're thinking about, because I don't know if that's what you're asking. But if you're asking about a Herschel wedge, Altair Astro makes a really good one.
Yeah.
Player one, Batter has one. Yep. Who else? Player One came out with it's a solar. That's the tilter. That's a solar fast tilter. Somebody else has a good one.
Tarek says Lunt has one.
Yeah, Lunt has a great one. I mean, Lunt and Daystar. I think Daystar has one too. I'll have to look at that.
I don't think I've ever seen one on Daystar's website, but not to say they don't.
Let me see. I think they may not. No, yeah. Altair is getting really good reviews. Lunt's got really good reviews. I don't see anything for. What's his name? Up in Canada, came out with one too. Starfield. Starfield came out with one. So there's a bunch of them out there, but it's looking like, let's see what. Well, I don't do a lot in. Let's see. Batter, you know, is really good stuff. But yeah, I'm just looking through some cloudy nights, but everyone's talking about the Batter one, actually, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So, but they're all, you know, I do know that the Altair one's really nice, and I do know that the Starfield one is starting to get some reviews now. So I'm waiting on that, because that's a new product. So where is what happened to my YouTube? My YouTube disappeared. There it is. So I have to choose one. Yeah, just look at Dylan O'Donnell's 500 rule, and you'll see. You know, anything under 500 is garbage. So, well, I mean, speaking of, I guess, new products. I guess since we were talking about new products, why don't we talk about the new QHY?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead. Go for it.
So let me pull this up real quick and make this nice and big so people can see it. And let me zoom in. All right. Well, here we go. And we'll do this. and we'll do this. And what I'll do is, let me turn this off. And let's put, because everybody likes to see Eric more than they like me. So I'm going to put Eric up there. And Eric is all the way down here with this new green screen going on. Because we finally got that working after how many years? I don't even know.
Been a while, huh?
Well, you know, you finally got the lights and the you know, the green screen going and all that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so there we go. So there we got the both. So there we go. So here's the QHY new product. I don't want to see the comments, so I'm going to move this to the side a little bit. Actually, I can't. I'll move this to the side. We'll do this. We'll do that, and then we'll do that. There we go. Now I can see everybody. Awesome. So QHY new product coming out. This is out now, if I remember right. This is the new QHY 53 model 568C, and it's a new planetary camera. You know, it's a color cam. It's really high frame rates, and you'll see that in a second. It looks like it's going to be really good for planetary, for you planetary buffs out there.
Both mono and color.
But yep, you can have it mono and color. It's one of the, it's back illuminated, right? So no amp glow, right?
Yep.
Could use it as a guide camera. It's still using the original 5.3 framework. And it's the best thing about this, supports true 2x2 binning in the hardware, right? So now you could bin with these cameras at 2x2, and sometimes when you have this, like, I guess you get, you know, we call it digital binning, where it's binning in software, right?
Yes.
The unfortunate thing about that, when you do bin in software, it also bins the noise. So you get more noise as you bin, right? So with this, you could bin on chip. It's in the hardware, so it gets there before the conversion, so you don't bin the noise, which is nice. So, and this is the best thing about this. Look at this right here. It's the first sentence right there. Over 500 frames per second at the smallest reach of interest. So you know, as you do solar imaging, planetary imaging, you're not using the whole chip, right?
Right.
Once you get it on chip, right? Once you get it on chip, you're going to crop to a region of interest, so you're using less of the chip, so you could have a higher frame rate because it's not worried about the rest.
Right. It's focused. Yeah, it's locked in that ROI. You know?
Right.
Okay. I got you.
So it is at 2.74 microns, right? So when you're bidding, you're at 5.4. If you want, you know, again, once you go past 2x2, if I read this right, if you go to 3x3, now you go into the digital binning, and you're binning the noise again. So if you go 2x2, you still have 5.4. Now, so there's something to be said with this bullet style camera, right? And getting it's a bin on chip and getting those frame rates, as opposed to, let's say, what is it, the Apollo Pro from Player One, which is at native 9 micron, right? So, you know, you've been 3x3, you're at what, to 8.1 or so micron, right?
Yeah.
But you're binning in noise, and you're still not at the micron size of the Apollo, but
right,
you know, it's nice to have something this small to work with.
Just out of curiosity, I know we're talking about the QHY, but what's the frame rate per second on the Apollo?
Oh, shoot, you got me on that one. I should have brought it up. Let me see.
Okay.
So the Apollo, let's see. Oh, that's my banking. I don't want to see that.
You don't see that stuff.
Always playing with the website. So let's see. So we're looking at the Apollo.
Yeah.
Apollo Max. Where's the Pro?
Yeah, yeah, $599. Yeah, right. The second one. Yeah,
No, that's the M Max. That's not. It's the same chip. It doesn't matter.
it's the same chip. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. So, Max frame. Oh wow! I must have done this. Oh, my website stinks. Okay. And so much for me.
We got to talk to the webmaster on that one. You got to talk to them.
Oh man, I bet. Where's the Apollo?
Oh man,
Max Pro.
That's funny.
There it is. 432 at 799. Is it there? Yeah. Specifications. Here we go. 126 at 12-bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
9
the smaller
micron.
one.
Now,
the smaller
no, however, I believe that's at full range of the chip. So let's go to, ready? Player one astronomy, right?
Yeah.
Let's go to their website and let's see if they have the. No, it's not the same sensor. What Tarek, and I see that. This is a 432. The other one's a 568. So it's a different chip. They're both made by Sony. But you're right. We're not comparing apples to apples here, but we're just, in curiosity's sake, what we're looking for is.
I'm just curious,
Yeah, I'm just curious.
The frames per second, it's 126, and this one here, it's 500 frames per second in the respective ROI. So
they don't even list it on their website.
It's right there, frames per second. Frame rate.
They don't even list it. They just use the 12-bit 126. That's at full range. They don't do the.
Oh yeah, as far as ROI.
So when you crop it, and again, I'm sure it's. Let's see. Let's see if we could do Apollo. It's a 432 as well. Come on, slow. These damn websites. They don't do it here either. Okay, we'll take a look into that. But I mean, again, we aren't comparing apples to apples here.
Quarks are usually around what? The quarks are about 1,200. Yeah, they're about 1,200.
1,295. 1,295.
Yeah, 1,295. 1,300.
Both of them. So the combo quark, the regular chromosphere, and the photosphere.
Prominence.
Prominence. Sorry, prominence. So we spoke about the bidding. We spoke about the high frame rates. It's all USB-C now. You got a guide port on there for those of you that still use the telephone wire. I don't even know why. Is that? I mean, I know some of them, some of those tracking mounts need it still. So, but I mean, it looks decent. I haven't gotten a price. Actually, I did get a price on it. I won't show it to you, but let me see, because there's other proprietary stuff on here. Let's see. QHY CCD, here it is. So the price retails $399 for the mono and the color. So
okay, still that's not a bad price still.
Yep, it's a nice chip size. Yeah, absolutely. 2472 by 2064.
So, did you say that that the color and the mono are the same price?
I did. UHY does that a lot.
Yeah, I was just kind of curious on why that's kind of odd, because other retailers you would the mono would
expensive.
Be expensive.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
But I mean, again, when you even when you're talking about, I believe the 268 and the 268C are the same.
And I'm not there. Hey, I'm the picture of the month winner. I'm the picture of the month winner. Yes, and I didn't even post a picture.
Yes, you did. Yes, you
Yes,
did.
yes, you did.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You snuck one in there. Let's see. So that's that. So that looks like to be a decent. I mean, the frame rate's unbelievable if you're in for planetary. So I mean, let's see. So I got. There you go. There you go. There you go. You're not Dave anymore. There you go.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Nothing against Dave, because his images are a hell of a lot better than mine.
They're a lot.
When I grow up, I want to be like Dave.
I'm telling you.
I want cool images like him.
Me too. I just want to take data. I can't take anything.
Yeah.
I
finally
didn't get a
grabbing
chance
some
to start.
data right now.
What are you doing?
I'm finally getting data right now.
Oh, you're imaging right now?
Yes.
I hate you.
I know.
So what's up with your website, man? What's up with the website?
Yes. So it's still a work in progress. I was up until like 2 a.m. this morning, doing things and doing work on it, and getting DNS items, getting DNS records straightened out and stuff like that. Shut up, Dave. But here, I'll give you guys a quick sneak preview of what I'm currently working on.
And I'll make Eric big.
Yeah. So yeah. Something like this. So here it is. Here's the landing page. So it is up. It is live. But like I said, it's still a work in progress. I haven't gotten a lot of items added into here yet, but it's starting to look, pretty good. You would just go to astrowitheric.com. That's the domain, the website, and you click on the welcome page here, and here's the home page.
Oh, he's got the retro AstroWorld shirt on.
Yeah, I know. I got to update some photos and stuff like that, because this is an older photo, but still, it's a better photo. So I have my homepage with a little bit of an intro. And see, I even have a couple of links to AstroWorld Web as well as AstroWorld telescopes up here for anyone, as I do a few things here. I am working on the blog right now. The blog isn't up yet. That's one item that I'm going to be working on soon. But I do have the gallery, I'm starting to get the gallery set up. So so we have a few different, a collection, with the categories, and star clusters and, equipment. Only a few items are in here, in each space right now. But for example, if we go to the Galaxy one, just, my images and a little bit of information.
You didn't go back to 101?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you did say. Okay, I didn't think you pointed out the supernova, because it's super bright.
Supernova. Yeah, right there. Yes, it's right there.
Yep.
So yes, I did. So these are just a few items here. And then of course, you have star cluster. I just have M13 in here right now, but I have a few others. And then I have M42 right now. But I'll add on more, because I have a lot more nebula than I do other items and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a work in progress. I'm excited. It's but it's keeping me up, a little late on a few items, a few nights, but it's coming along. And then once I get everything, really loaded in there, and just like you, when you were working on the telescope, the shop's website, the store's website, it takes some time, to get everything loaded up and set the way you want it. But once it's all done, then it'll be easy. It'll just be regular updates and maintenance. And then I'll have the blog going where I'll be posting. I'll be writing up articles on, what I'm doing, equipment I'm working with, things that I'm learning, and, then sharing, people can make comments, you drop comments and, all that other cool stuff, that you can do in a blog and all that other, and other items. So
And
it's,
you're using WordPress for this?
this right now, this is actually, Adobe Portfolio.
Okay.
But the blog will be on WordPress.
Gotcha.
Yep. The blog is actually, it's a subdomain, blog.astrowitheric.com, and that is actually hosted with DreamHost, and WordPress is there. It's already installed. It's just but this, I'm being kind of picky. I'm trying to just choose on the right template and kit and stuff like that. But once I decide on that, I'm sure it'll go quickly.
Yeah.
And then try to figure out, okay, what's going to be the first post?
Yeah, right.
Things like that. So. But I'm excited. It's going to be pretty cool.
That's cool, man. It's looking good, man. So nice job doing that.
Thank you. So it's coming along nicely. So like I said, it's gonna be fun. All right. So let me go back here.
Everyone's talking about the Gear 60 because I know Chris Frickson just got one, and he got the Oasis focuser with it. And it's kind of like one of those slip-on focusers, like the Optex kind of that slip on. And he's saying he's liking it. So
good. Yeah, Tom, the pods right there was the very first under equipment. An equipment collection is the very first entry I put in there. So now I got to add all my other equipment and stuff like that. But thank you guys, appreciate it.
Yeah, Dave said to put the PowerPoint or the video of the constellation stuff on there.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
We can definitely, cut those videos, and I can even, people want to know, we can take those and I can add them to our post, either to AstroWorld, worldweb.com or
I have all the recordings on my hard drive. My hard drive's getting full. Yeah. I'm gonna need more data.
Oh boy. Yeah.
No, it's not full. I got 40 terabytes, but I mean it's still after years of recordings, it's getting full. So but let's see. I see Jason, I see Pete, I see Norm. Hey, Norm. So I mailed your Norm purchased some solar glasses from AstroWorld, and I put a little present in there for you, Norm. So just take it for what it's worth. So you know me, I'm just a crazy guy.
So right now I'm imaging the rosette with the FLT91 because I don't have a good rosette. I mean, I haven't imaged a rosette probably in about 3, maybe 4 years.
Okay.
So this, so I'm using the 2600, using mono. Right now I'm catching because of, how the moon is right now. There's really no moon in the area, so I'm doing all the RGB stuff, the RGB stars right now. And I think what was I doing? Like 60, maybe 30 seconds a piece.
Yeah.
For the stars, and then I'll switch over to HA and O3 and everything else, and get that rolling. Yeah, 30 seconds per exposure on the RGB just to grab the stars.
Yeah,
and that'll keep things well controlled. Nothing will be overexposed. And even started using offsets. For the camera. We talked a little bit about that for
filter offsets for the focusing.
Yeah. No, actually, for the camera itself. Camera offset.
The offset and gain. Yes. That offset.
Yes, offset and gain. Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that was a
so I
really good,
decided on one.
interesting topic of conversation with that offset and how to use it and how it works.
Mhm.
And, you know,
Yes.
because everybody just said, set it at 5 or set it at 10 and whatever it is, and you're fine. But, there's more to it than that.
It is a lot more to it, and it takes into account. You have to take into account possibly your location, your sky quality,
Disguise, yeah.
Things like that. So currently, my offset, I believe I have it set to 80
On the 2600.
on the 2600. Yeah,
Mm. Okay.
and I get and it gives me just and I've done because I'm doing it doing this off the based off doing the bias frames and all that. But my histogram is just right over. I mean, it's not dead left, but it gives a nice good buffer.
Nice spacing. Yeah, nice
Yes,
spacing
gives
off
a
the
nice
wall.
good spacing off the wall. Exactly.
So
So that's very good.
really quickly, maybe you could just go over real quick how you got to where you actually set that offset again, because you're getting some questions in the chat
Yeah.
regarding.
So here, I'm sure. So where you said it, I will share my screen here again. And this is me working with Nina. So right here under, it's solving right now. So yeah, settling. So under equipment, and I want to say it was under my options. Oh no, it's under the equipment. There we are. So under your equipment, right here, your default offset is where you would set that value right here. My default gain is 100, but I'm just getting into the habit now. For my RGB stars, I'm binning 2x2 and I'm doing a 0 gain. But for my luminance and my narrowband, those they default at 100, and those are being binned, and I bin those at just at bin 1. But this is where, this is the area under settings. So you go to your camera and under settings, that is where you would set your default offset right there.
Okay, but how did you get to your number, I guess was the question.
How did I get to my number? What I began to do was Queeve did a really good post regarding camera offsets, and I basically followed a lot of his instruction. I mean, I'm stealing with pride from him, but I was based off of the gain. I would sorry, not the gain, but I would do bias frames, and I would set these bias frames. Really, there would be probably a second, something like that,
Okay.
and I would take these random shots, at either, and it doesn't matter as far as your binning, but I would take these, I would take a 1 second bias frame, just the sample. So I would just simply, for example, if I would go here under imaging, and here I would set my exposure time. So, oh no, actually, here's what I had it set. But he was recommending a second, and then I would set my filter to set its luminance and your binning, and I would set my gain, and I would begin to take images and these test shots, and I would look here at the histogram, right? So if I bring this out here a little bit, I'll begin to look at the histogram and see how far off my peak is from the left. And of course, you don't want to clip, or you want to get a decent spacing on your your peak. You want to have a decent amount of spacing, at least a little bit of spacing from your peak to the very edge of your histogram of the left. So I just began to run multiple different just running it. And then what I would do was I would take a shot, then I would go back to my equipment. I would adjust the gain because I started out, I believe, at 8. Then I went to 15, 16. And I began to double, and I just began to slowly double it, the offset, until it got to a point where, let me go back to see what's here. Where I got my histogram, or I got that peak off of the edge of, off the left side. And then when I got it to that point, I said, that's good. Because as you can see here now, my offset was 80 and stuff like that. And this is at 0 gain. So, the more you increase your gain, your histogram is going to actually move a little bit further to the right. So basically at 0 gain, that's where I started off at. And once I saw that peak away enough that I felt comfortable, and I saw a really good, the overall peak here, and everything was pretty much off that left side, then I said, I think I'm satisfied with that. 80 was, and then I just set it and I said, I think that's good. That's where I think it's the best spot. And that was basically it. So,
nice.
So it's just a matter of, just going to imaging and taking those bias frames, you're going to have your cover, have the cover on and stuff like that. And, you can set it to as short of an exposure time as you want. Like I said, I had mine here at like 1/100 of a second, which is probably unnecessary. But like I said, Queve was even doing his, I think he mentioned his at a second. And I set my gain properly, and I just began to just take a single shot until I saw this starting to move over. And once I thought it was at a good spot that I felt comfortable with, and I just said, okay, that's going to be the default now.
Nice.
So this way, at least this will, having that offset the way it is, it helps ensure, I guess, in my opinion, and if I'm understanding this correctly, it helps ensure that I'm not going to, when I'm taking my exposures, I'm not necessarily going to clip my images, because that offset will make sure that the exposures that I take based off of this offset here, I'm going to be off that, my peak is going to be off of that left side enough that I can feel comfortable that I'm not going to be clipping my blacks and stuff like that.
Nice.
Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Okay. So, yeah. So sometimes I know I can have a hard time explaining things.
No, you did good. That made perfect sense.
Good. So, yeah, so that's how it goes. And let me go back here. Go back to...
There you are.
There we go. So yeah, so I think that's really good. That was a really good bit of information that Queve put out. And he put this out, I think, sometime last month or maybe even earlier this month. I can't recall. About your cameras and using your cameras to the best, or your settings the best that they could be. There's some good information, and it makes sense to me. So hopefully it makes sense to you guys too. But I would definitely check out that video.
Yeah, that Queve video. Yeah, he did a really good job of checking it out and making sure that it was understandable. So I mean, he always does, and he always makes it fun. That guy's so funny. The way he presents is he's so smart, and he just does it in a way, and you can tell he has such a great passion for the hobby, and it's really nice. So, and somebody asked if I could get a hoodie up on the website, so I'm looking to place a hoodie on the website. So.
Yeah, Tom, I'm using the FLT91. I'm still using the refractor. I know now I'm most likely going to probably if you want to say this is start of February, maybe most likely in March, I'll probably start getting ready to put the Schmidt out for Galaxy season. So
yeah, that's good. It's good. You know, it's going to be a lot of fun. Galaxy season is right around the corner. What, another month and a half or so, and we're in it. So it's going to be interesting. I got a friend of mine that's going to be coming over with the C11 and putting it on my mount and see what we can get. I don't know. We'll see.
There you go. Chris was asking, what is my minimum number? I don't know if I'm following what he means by minimum number.
Yeah.
So if you can clarify that a little bit, Chris, then maybe I can give you a better answer. Yeah, I noticed people don't use darks with the 2600. I guess it's not. That's the whole thing, with the backlit illumination and not having any amp glow. In the histogram, right now my minimum is 906 as of this exposure that I'm taking, and I'm doing reds, 30 seconds, reds at 2x2 at bin 2. Yeah, I just didn't understand. Yeah, I didn't know you were referring to the histogram, but it said 906. So yeah, it's around that 900 area. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. To get the edge out, to really start using the Asato. To really start using this focuser more in earnest. That's one reason why me moving and purchasing the Giotto and the Asato really started moving me away from the ASI Air and getting me more into Nina. So yeah, I'm just, it's going to be good, just to check, just to get this whole thing going.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. I spaced out for a second. I do apologize about that. I was working on the website while you were talking. So so I was able to get a hoodie up on
the. Did you see Nebula Photos? God, I'm drawing a blank. Nebula Photos.
What about
Nico?
Oh yeah, Nico. Yeah, I didn't know if you were looking for his name.
No, he was. Nico. I haven't had a chance to look at his video yet. He's talking about aperture fever, and he had the ASCAR 180.
Yep.
I haven't had a chance to look at the video yet. I've seen, I haven't had a chance to look at it yet. But aperture fever for sure.
It is a real thing. It is a real thing.
Yeah. It is absolutely. It's a real thing. That's one of the big things why I ended up going with getting the Edge. Aperture fever, but I couldn't get the 9 1/4 yet, so I had to settle for the 8. But another scope that I suddenly ended up getting my eye on was the Sharp Star SCA, the SCA 260, the classic, the F5 classic Cassegrain astrograph.
Yeah.
1300 millimeter focal length at F5.
There you go.
That's something to think about, That's nice for for to get like M20, some nice and
you start getting once you hit over that, if you're shooting at 1300 at F5, you're getting deeper into those nebulas where you're going to start seeing, Pete was always a big fan of the Bach globules, right? Those little dark spots in the nebulas. And, it is, when you start getting in there and you start getting into, you're not going to get Hubble stuff, but you're going to get close. I mean, it's going to be pretty good. when you're sitting there and you're getting into the pillars of creation, and you got the almost 1,500 millimeters of focal length. Now you're talking. Now you're talking.
Yeah.
So you know,
and you know, and it weighs about 27 pounds. The OTA.
180. That's it.
No. The SCA 260.
Oh, that was like the 180 is like
the
60
sharp
pounds or something.
Oh, yeah, that sucker's huge. No, that sucker's huge.
Yeah.
But no, I was talking about the SCA Castle Grain, and because it's also carbon fiber in that. But I was talking. I had a quick chat over Messenger with Drew Evans.
Okay.
Yeah, because he has one. Because he lives in Arizona. He lives in northern Arizona now. I believe he lives like near Flagstaff or something like that. But he's got some incredible skies where he moved his family out there a few years ago. And he's got a nice roll-off observatory. And he's got that. He's got several. He's got the SCA on one mount, and I think he has another scope. Because his roll off, I think he has 2, maybe 3 piers inside of it in that observatory. But he's taking some nice shots with it. So
nice.
It does look really nice. And that is, but at F5, that focal length is pretty cool.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, it's I'm looking at it. I got his video and he's in the snow. It's funny.
Yeah. So north of Flagstaff. So I saw the photos as it was being built as well.
Yeah, so,
it's a beautiful house.
So the 185 it's only 33 pounds. The 185. I thought it was a lot.
Yeah, the 185.
I thought it was a lot more than that, but it's not.
Oh wow.
That's a big scope. It's $4,700, but I mean,
yeah, because it also reminds because I was even at one point the Explorer Scientific, the ED150 carbon fiber.
Yep.
That one has some nice focal length as well, and it's lighter. It's about 25 or 26 pounds because it's with the carbon fiber and everything. That one's pretty nice as well. That sucker is long. I don't know how long, but it's long.
What the 185?
Oh yeah, no, the 185's got to be crazy long.
Yeah, so the 185, I just saw it. The 185 is he only gives it millimeters. Geez, these metric things. So when the dew shield is extended, I got to show this picture too in a second. 1222. And so with the tube extended, it's 48 inches long, 4 feet.
God. Yeah, that won't. Yeah, that's not going to fit in my pod.
Feet.
No, that's not gonna fit in my pod. Sorry.
That's what the dew shield extended.
Yeah, no way in the world that's going to fit in my pod.
But without the dew shield extended, it takes off about 140 millimeters. So 1081, it goes to a whopping 42 inches. So it loses 6. So.
So for me, in the pod, given its size and everything, I have to be aware, and be cognizant of, the type of equipment I'm putting in there. And that would be one that will probably not work for me. That's why, I'm keeping an eye like the Casa grains and stuff like that, because there's, those I can handle in there because, being smaller.
Yeah, so check this out. You want to see something out of control? I put this on
Take it easy, Ernie.
Later, Ernie. I put this on the Discord the other day. Here you go.
Oh my God! Look at that sensor.
That
is sick.
That is an 8K sensor.
Wow.
Out of control. I mean, ridiculous thing. It's bigger than his business card.
That's crazy. That's big. That is
And
big.
the first one is being installed in the United States at Palomar. So, so that's where it's going.
That's where it's going. It's going in a freaking observatory.
That is a $52,000 camera.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's a lie. That's a lie. That's the bigger version. There's a smaller that's 52,000. This one is $252,000.
I stand corrected. It's even more.
It's $250,000.
Wow.
So,
they've got a nice little cup of coffee or whatever sitting right next to it.
Out of control. Out of control.
Oh man.
I think he said it was something like 111 millimeter diagonal.
That's
yeah,
crazy.
it's out of control.
I'll take two. Can I pay you Tuesday?
So I called him up. I said, "Hey Pete, if I get an M54 adapter, will it work?" he just laughs. So like,
oh man.
so that
we need to call Precise Parts and say, hey,
yeah,
I got this camera here, this side of the sensor.
the precise parts would be like, he would have a coronary. I mean, he'd be like, what? You need a what? M170 something?
Exactly. Oh my gosh.
Very minor vignetting on that. Very minor, it's not
very minor vignetting. That sensor's bigger than M42.
Yeah. So
that's impressive.
That's pretty wild. So everybody's asking me. I'm gonna see if I can pull this up real quick on the Altair site, because it's on back order right now, but everybody wants to see this new Tribe RGB filter that they're coming out. That it's out, but it's all on back order. It's been sold out already, and it's relatively cheap. But let me just see what the price about is. $169. So depending on how much he sells it, so you're talking about like $250 US for the filter, something like that. Depends on what he sells it at, but here we go. Here's the spec sheet on their site. Now this is the Altair Tri RGB. Now it's primarily made for color cameras. Okay. So you get a little bit of O3, you get a little bit of EHA, you get a lot of RGB, but it doesn't go totally broadband. So it narrowly selects those blue, the green, and the red. So it gets, you can see it on the graph, right? You skip this whole area of the wavelengths that are here. These are the nanometer versions of the wave, and you skip this whole section here. So if you are in light polluted skies, this is going to help you. So it's about 169 pounds UK. The direct conversion is about 215, but with the taxes and import taxes, it'll probably be closer to 250 US. But
now there are some Altair dealers here in the US. There we are.
So yes, I do deal with Altair, although I don't keep a lot of it in stock, so it does have to come from the UK. So it may be an extended wait time. Although I will tell you this. Okay, I will tell you this, that when I pay for it, he gets it to me in about 3 days. So from the UK, DHL. So say 5 business days, and I could get them. Unfortunately, with these filters, these tri-band filters, you can see all the way down at the bottom. It says, Due to high demand for our filter products, we sometimes temporarily suspend order to allow production to catch up. Right now, that's where they are, from what I know. So as soon as I find out from Nick over in the UK if he has any, then I will start to keep them. They're relatively cheap, you know, as far as filters go, $250 for a decent filter. And I want to try one of these guys out. I got 2 color cameras now. I want to put it to the test with my Bortle 8 disaster. I'll shoot through the telephone wires, and we'll see what we can get. You know, you could also use these. Some people have been using these also with mono cameras for luminance. So, you know, with luminance, you know, you're basically looking through a piece of glass if you're using a luminance filter. It's a little bit, you know, filtered, but you're basically letting everything through, right? And that's why a lot of people were using, at one point, HA as their luminance, because you get a lot of detail and it's very restrictive, right? But with this, if you're knocking out more than half of the wavelengths on there, you may be able to get some decent shots off as a luminance for your mono camera as well. So, you know, see how it happens. So HA will be a little more restrictive. But what happens if you have an object very low in HA, right?
True.
You know, then you're not going to get a lot, you know.
Right. You are
So,
not. No, you know.
I mean, if you've ever taken a picture of M101 in HA just to get those little knots, kind of, and you just take a look at the raw data of it, there's some stuff there, but in order to get any real detail, you're going to need something else. You know, you get it for certain things, and it's useful for galaxies to get those HA regions, those hot regions in the galaxies, and it's very helpful for that. But in galaxies, I mean, something like this may be something worth it to try. You know, we'll see. But that's going to be fun. So
you will still have to expose for longer since you are dealing with a one-shot color.
Absolutely,
just one comment.
That is true. Yeah, absolutely. But by the same token, also, if you're looking to get star colors, if you're shooting mono anyway, and you have a color camera, you can use that for your color star data too, and get better background. Just a thought.
Tom mentioned, let me know when you get some, Dan. When you get some in. Tom was mentioning.
Well, if you want one, I'll order them. I just don't want it sitting on the shelf for a year and a half. You know what I'm saying? You know. But I'll definitely get a couple of these Tri-RGBs. I'm definitely going to get them anyway, because and I just these 6-nanometer combos that Altair has are decent, man. They're getting good reviews. So, and they're cheap. They're cheaper, and they're getting some decent reviews. He's one of the few filter companies out there that with almost every single filter that he sells has a data test report. He tests every single filter and puts the sheet in there. So
Chat here just to say.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get back to the YouTube.
What was the light pollution filter that used a bit of IR? It came out recently. Queeve did a video on it.
What that's IR sensitive?
Yes, they used it. Yeah.
Yeah, they extended. Oh shoot! They extended the wavelengths on both the IR and the IR and the UV.
The Leah quad band.
The quad, yes, yep. Okay. There you go. The Leah quad band. There you go, right here.
There you go. Hey. That filter's a lot cheaper. You remember that? Yeah. Heck, I mean, do you remember how much the Triad quad band cost?
Oh, when it came out?
When it came out, that sucker was ridiculous. It was over $1,000.
Yeah. out of
That
control.
was crazy ridiculous.
You know, and now decent ones is you know, are a couple hundred. You know, so
Yeah, so you know, you just innovation, technology, competition, you know, brings, you know, this, and yeah, you're paying less than a third of that for a decent quad band filter nowadays.
yeah, yep. And now you got what you got? You dual, you got tris, you got quads.
Try and get quads. Yes.
So
Yeah.
yeah, it looks like we might have a couple clear nights here in New York over the next couple nights. You know, the big storm came through.
Mhm.
And I guess I'm getting, again, that's what happens, you know, the days later. It just you know, right after Eric,
Yeah,
I get it the next day.
Yeah. So it looks like for me, looking at the forecast, it's only tonight to image, but it's the first time I've, you know, I think in all of January, this is the first time I was able to image, was actually on the last night of
The
January.
last night of the month, right?
You know, to actually image. So
that's funny.
you take it when you, so you take it when you can get it.
That is funny.
But yeah, I'm keeping an eye on the Windy app as well. And it looks like there may be some opportunity towards the weekend, and I might be able to get some do some more narrowband with for the Rosette. So that's going to be the biggest thing, is getting that data on the narrowband and putting in a lot of time on that.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, I'm really getting to that point where I'm okay with spending 20 plus, 30 plus hours, you know, on a narrowband target, especially after that, what is it, when I did the Wolf-Rayet 134, which at that time was probably one of the longer ones, and I ended up putting in like 26, 27 hours in that, maybe around there. But I saw an article that somebody put in over 60.
Wow.
On that target, and they got some crazy results. But it's just one of the things that, you know, when you're into this hobby, you just have to keep remembering. I have to keep reminding myself. Need more data, especially if you're doing one shot, more data. You know, right? Just get used to that. Let's see here.
Yeah, I'm looking through the chat here.
Yeah, I've had so many of those L Optilong, I mean L Pro, L Enhanced, L Extreme, L Ultimate. So
yeah, I got a whole bucket if anybody wants one.
Okay. Tom, what rig were you using as far as optics and camera on your Rosette? Curious. You know, that's one of the things I've never done or had an opportunity to do, was a collaboration, you know, of, you know, working with someone else to go after one target, and then we combine our masters together and come up with a final. Okay. Ooh, 20. Ooh, full frame. Nice. I know, right? That kills me. This whole, you know, Jason, I'm right there with you though. Why did they put these icons right there, you know, next right there next to the chat box where you type, you know, you can, you know, mistakenly, you know, hit, you know, an emoji or whatever. I mean, that's like a bad placement. Yeah, see, exactly. I mean, that stuff drives you nuts. See, there I go. So, no, yeah, I'll definitely take a look at that, Tom, and figure out how we can, if you go, like to see if we can mesh it all together and see how we can get it together. So. Oh, Jason. Okay, cool. You got the C stuff. Okay, you got your rose. Okay, nice.
Nice. That's gonna look good,
nice.
man. That's got
wow.
4 panel with 10 hours. Yeah, that's gonna look nice.
Gosh. Yeah. All of that with the 135.
Yeah, the 6200. Those files are gonna be pretty big, man. Yeah, some people underestimate their download times. It could get kind of crazy. So full frame cameras are kind of tough. So I just sold 2 of the Zeus cameras from Player One this week alone. And yeah, but people are using them on Takahashi scopes. So with the nice big image circle.
Imaging circle. Yeah.
So it's I can't wait to see their results, because the first ones are coming on I got an hour and a half. It's my birthday, so happy birthday to me. So
yeah, there you go, bro. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
Okay, Dave. So it sounds like he was able to play with a little bit of Tom's data there, and nice. Good deal.
Yes, Optolong is a sponsor of the show. Yep. Yeah, we've been talking about doing a whole collaboration thing. We never really kind of pulled the trigger on it.
I'm totally up for it, myself, to do that. To do a collaboration with someone on a particular target and stuff like that, and just and have that and do that project. I've never done it before. And be a really good learning experience for me, and it'd really be cool to see the entire process of merging, integrating different imaging trains, different optics, aligning them and getting them all set up, and then processing it all. And then you can imagine that amount of data. Say if I put in 10 and Dan puts in 10 and then Tom, pretty soon, if we all do it all at the same time, heck, you can end up, with a lot of data, and, a lot of integration time, like 40, 50 plus hours, in basically a matter of just a couple of nights with everybody, going in on it. And then voila. On AstroBin, someone post 100+ hour project on M31. I've got to find it then. If you
put it what? How many hours?
Over 100 on M31. There was a project of over 100 hours on M31. If you happen to find that, as far as the imager or anything, like that, and post that, I'll be more than happy to pull that up and take a look at that. We can even share that.
I'm looking at it now. That would be something. Grab it. Log in to AstroBin.
Yeah, I mean, guys, if we can decide on, Galaxy seasons coming up, and if we decide on a nice Galaxy target or what have you, coming up, in March or April or what have, and we all decide, we both put, we all put in 10 hours, 10, 12 hours, whatever, into that target. And then we integrate them, get our master set, and then share it out within, the Google Drive or whatever. Then we could all take a stab at, doing our own renditions of collecting all that data, doing our own renditions, processing. I think it would be fantastic.
Yeah, it's tough to find a filter.
Oh, Dominic Weinbrenner. Okay. Let me see if I can find. Go here to AstroVin.
DOMINIC or
K.
ICK or IK?
IK, I believe it was.
Dominic. Weinbrenner. Huh? Let's see. Oh, Jesus, too many pictures.
Let's see. Okay, here we go.
Too many pictures. Subject.
Here it is. I've got it. Here, let me share it.
All right.
I'll go ahead and share it here. This is something. Start the screen sharing.
This got to be at the red.
Here we go. Like that. This was okay. It won image of the day just a few days ago. Holy cow! My gosh, look at that. Let me blow this up.
Yeah, hold on a second. Let me get it
larger.
Where the hell are you?
And let me kill the overlay so we can actually see the image. I mean, just look at, even before you get there, I mean, my goodness. And then you finally get into M31. Holy shnikey. Look at that detail.
Yeah, it says 168 hours.
168 hours.
Let's see. What did he use? The Spree 100 with a 2600 and an EQ6R Pro.
Over an entire season.
Got a 0.75 reducer from July to January.
Look at, I mean, even look at the detail of M110.
From Germany.
Did it say what Bordeaux? I haven't looked at the more of the technical details yet. Did he share what Bordeaux sky he was in? Oh, wow. Nice. Okay, suburban area. But, oh, man, even look here. You've got this looks like a planetary. It's like some sort of regular planetary or something here. Just even right here at the bottom left corner. And I mean, look at all this nebulosity. I mean, here in the rings. This is, congratulations, Dominic. This is really something. I mean, well deserved on the image of the day. I mean, my goodness. This is what you're talking about when you're saying more data over an entire season. Andromeda and the 03 arc, and there it is. That is really, really something. I mean, even his HA right here, I mean, my goodness. I mean, wow. Great processing, well controlled, the cores, well controlled, everything. Even got some great, I mean, 03 even within. Yeah, wow.
Nice.
very, very nice. Over O3 HA. Yeah, from July until January of this year.
Yep.
Holy cow. And just look at, just a couple hours.
3 minutes. Longest integration is 5 minutes for the H alpha.
Yeah.
And the O3.
But just, a lot. Yeah, 51 hours, 616 of HA, O3, 1200. So 100 hours of O3.
I wonder why so much.
I mean, look at that. I mean, just look here, that O3 arc and everything, and even within the galaxy.
I guess. I don't know.
I mean, wow. I'm just saying. It's very, very nice. It's very, very impressive. And he's even got a different version here, the O3 version only. Let's take a look. There you go. It's O3 only. And that's over 100 hours of O3.
All right, cool.
Yes, quite nice. Again, congrats on that.
Nice.
That is something. Yeah, you wanted to get that arc, so it's very dim. So yeah.
Wow.
He got it. That's for darn sure.
Glad he did.
Two years of 168 hours, 2 years of clear sky.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. That's the whole idea behind collaboration. I mean, you take, just a group of like-minded people, and we, aim for a target, and we say, okay, we're going to do this area, we're going to do that, we're going to use this filter, we're going to do that filter, and we all go for it. You just never know.
Yep.
Yeah, I wonder what the point. Yeah, at what point there's when you get to that point of diminishing returns. That's a good question.
That's what I was saying. 100 hours. I mean, I don't know. I would like to see the 50-hour shot and the 100-hour shot, and see if there's a big difference. You know what I'm saying?
See if there's a difference. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm just curious. There probably is. 50 hours is a lot of data, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how much it takes to get that out. I don't know anyone who's done 100 hours of oxygen. So
I have no idea. But I have not even thought about trying something like that long. But
no,
it just goes to show more data. The more data you get.
Yep. All right, dude. Well, so, it's 10:35.
Yeah.
We went.
I will be working on the website, getting the voting polls out probably within the next hour. So by tomorrow morning, or even if you guys are up within the next hour and you feel so inclined, there are 2 images here that are there. I just have not posted them yet, but 2 very good looking images that will be up for the first February image of the week. So just stay tuned. So on that front.
Yep. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So we went over some new products tonight. We went over Eric's website tonight. We got a picture of the week going to be up tomorrow. Just a heads up on the calendars. There was a typo on the one that I got after reading it, so I'm waiting on the second version of it to come. I'm sorry if it's a little bit later than what I thought, but it is. If this one comes to me fine, I'm gonna make the big order, and then we'll get it all. So I think we have about 33. I know we just had another person that bought another calendar today. So thank you to that person if he's still around. And for those of you that wanted a pullover hoodie, there is one now on the website as well. So you can pull that up on there. There's a pullover and a zip up. I thought they were both up there. They were not. So they're there now for purchase. So I hope it's not too expensive, but they charge me a little bit. So try and keep them, competitive.
There you go.
But yeah, so looking forward to Neve.
Yes.
Getting ready for Neve. Greg Meyer apparently just bought a ticket to go there.
Oh, cool.
So
Cool.
we're gonna go see Greg, and
Yeah,
it's
that'd be great.
and listen, if anyone wants to help, at the booth for an hour or two, to hang out and just talk to people, I can't get you all badges, but if you want to come and help the team and give out stickers and flyers and just BS with people under the wing of us, you're more than and if we're gonna have two tables right now. We're gonna have one big table, and right behind us is Prima Luce. We're gonna be walking in between booths. Yeah. We're making one big booth out of it. We're taking that red carpet, that blue carpet down.
Yeah, it's gonna bring it all together.
Filippo, take down that wall. So we're gonna be doing that. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah, Tom, come on down.
Badges. We don't need no badges.
We don't need no stinking badges.
Badges.
Name that movie.
Badges? We don't need rape. I like rape.
Okay, now we're going off the rails big time.
That was Blazing Saddles. Blazing Saddles. Yeah.
Speaking of star parties, Robin is kind of interested in taking a trip over to West Virginia. So you never know. So you might.
For those of you that don't know, we were invited as AstroWorld TV and AstroWorld Telescopes to come down and do a talk to the Green Bank Star Party in West Virginia. So in August. So if we go, we go. We're gonna figure it out, and I've never been to West Virginia before.
Nor have I. Never been.
So I don't think I'm going to be going to Nebraska this year. I think we got to try something else. It's that's a hike, man. That was a lot of driving. That was 3,000 miles driving in 10 days. That was enough for me. Wow. Yeah. So.
Well, from what I was, I pulled up the site for the Star Party on Google Maps. It says, at least from where I am, approximately 12 hours. So even if I pull the camper, probably another 3 hours, maybe 4. So
yeah,
16 hours. But we could. It would be nice. It would be. Yeah. It would be an adventure. If we could do it, it would be an adventure.
Well, just so everybody knows as well, Okie Tex is coming. We're looking into that. Hopefully we could do it this year. Crossing my fingers, but because there's a lot of stuff going on, I might not be able to make it. We got Cherry Springs in June. The tickets go on sale in March, so 1 month away. The tickets go on sale.
And Okie Tex and the West Virginia Star Party, don't they run around the same time?
I don't know.
Both in August, aren't they?
Yeah,
I think they're both in August.
I'm just talking travel time in general. I mean, I don't know. It's the amount of star parties that I'm being invited to now. It's getting
popular.
I'm getting more popular. In all fairness, I got on the phone with somebody that runs NEAF. I don't want to mention the person's name, and he doesn't run it, but he has something to do with it. And he's like, "Oh yeah, you're a real retailer?" I was like, "Yeah." Who? He's like, "Yeah, who are you?" He said, "We're at AstroWorld. Yeah, we had a table last year." He's like, "That's funny. I don't remember you." So I was like, "Yeah, we were giving away stuff all the time. What are you talking about? How do you But I bet So it's a lot of fun. And no, Tom, I don't let it go to my head. It's very very humbling on what this show has allowed me to build, and with Eric's help, and with Jesse's help, and Pete's help, and Simon Lewis, and Jason, and Tim Cowell, Charlie Walsh, and all the supporters from some of our first supporters at Prima Luce Lab, all the way up to our latest supporters with Optolong and Masters of Pix Insight. So I mean, it's been very humbling, to be honest with you. This has way surpassed anything that I would even think that I would accomplish in 9 months. So thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Truly.
Absolutely. And I'm looking for another great year. The fourth, in a little bit more than 2 months, that will mark the first anniversary of AstroWorld telescopes, and we already started the 5th anniversary of AstroWorld TV. So 5 years is a big deal, for people actually to sit there and watch us, and actually stick with us for 5 years. I mean, I've had girlfriends that lasted less than that. So I mean, so I've had a lot of girlfriends that lasted less than that. It is what it is. But the inventory is going to keep growing. I put in my first Daystar order, so I mean, it's gonna be a lot of fun. So. All right, Eric.
The more that I see this, when we were talking about this gentleman who's installing these encoders, these absolute encoders, the more and more that I'm watching, even though I have the dome and my guiding on RA with the SIM 60, everything you guys have known all of the story and history of it. It's like, man, I really want to get a new mount. Or maybe I don't have to. Maybe it can be something where I've had this for quite a while, and maybe I can upgrade it, and then it'll fix everything. You never know. I mean, if that's the case. So,
yeah. Pretty cool.
So, that would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool.
All righty. So,
all
right. Final thoughts, Mr. Eric?
No. Again, thank you, everybody. This was a great show, great conversation. Thank you to everybody in the chat for your participation. So we have some great topics today. Yeah, Jason. Yeah, I'm definitely looking into the bootlegger. I was planning on doing it last year, but it just didn't turn out. But I'm definitely going to look into it this year, definitely. But again, on your way out, if you haven't yet, please give us a thumbs up, on the channel. We really appreciate that. If you're watching on a replay, again, give us a thumbs up and share the show, and let everybody, let your friends who are into your astronomy clubs, let them know, that we're out here, and if, and share, and they want to check us out, hey, please do so. And I hope they will, hang out with us. But again, thank you, everybody. The voting for Image of the Week, I'm getting it set up, so that'll be out very soon. And have a great evening, and I'll see you guys on Friday.
Cool. And so, Eric, Constellation Night.
Yeah, definitely Constellation Night. I'll find something for the South, since I did North.
I got something for you.
Oh, I bet you do.
No, I decided to be very nice. Actually, I've been getting all the. I've been decided because I thought it would be kind of thing because I know I did the North, so I decided to take Taurus.
Okay.
Okay. So I figured we stay in the animal league.
Okay.
And how about Hydrus for you?
Ooh, the Hydra.
There you go.
Nice.
So I figured I'd be
Hercules,
nice. I'd be nice
Hercules.
this time. I was gonna
There
give
you go.
you something like Calum, or something really
some
some
tiny, unobscure,
abstract piece of garbage from somewhere. And I said, no,
that
let's
has
have
absolutely
let's have
nothing in it.
two good things this time, because we usually have one good,
Yeah.
one crappy. And
Okay.
so I
Hydra
figure we
would
stay
be
in
awesome.
the animal. And I know you like doing a lot of the mythology,
Yeah.
and that's got a crap ton in it. So I figured you could do that one.
Awesome. Yeah, look forward to it. So yeah, that'll be a fun thing to do. So
right.
Yeah, but great. Looking forward to Friday.
Very cool. All right, everybody. Well, have a great night. We're on hump day, so we're at the end of the day. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us, and chilling with us for the last hour and a half or so. And don't forget, after Wednesday, we have Ron Preacher coming up to come and hang out with us on Wednesday night. And it's going to be he's always a lot of fun to hang out with. So it's going to be a great time having him on. So everybody, have a great night. Enjoy yourself. Be safe. Be happy. And remember, as always, to keep imaging, keep educating, and clear skies. And we'll see you Friday night. Have a good night. Oh, it's All-Star Hockey Weekend. Oh my God, I'm gonna miss the All-Star contest. Gosh darn it. See you later. Have a good night.
See you, everybody. See you Friday.
Bye-bye.